Party time, boys and girls. The purple Cobras are at it again, going up against Hidden Pool now at the Wave Esports tournament, the second qualifier for the grand final tournament next week. And the first round was actually a very exciting one. That was pretty sick because what we had in the first round was the coach stepping in for Huckster. So apparently Huckster had a disconnect. Sorry, not a disconnect. He had electric power out or something, and therefore the coach jumped in. It was honestly funny as hell because the Cobras won. They barely did, so they won the last round. And then I asked Vesworld, I was like, dude, like, what happened with Huckster? Is he coming back? Is he out for the day, or what's going on there? And Huckster immediately replied in chat and was just like, oh no, he's playing with us now, thankfully. And there's like a 10-second break, and he's just like, no disrespect to our coach, Fields, though. Like, you could literally tell he wrote it, and then he realized that Fields could read it too, and he's just like, yeah, wait a second, no disrespect or anything. It was kind of funny. And the coach had a bit of fun with that too. But here we go. First round, pistol round as we are on bind. And again with the usual tactic for the Cobras. Light armor, nothing else. Pushing through the cage. The heals are out and they're just rushing over the point. Dexter is doing what he does best. He kills people. Only the bad ones, or so I've been told though. That makes all of that mayhem okay. And he's sitting in the corner waiting for the next kill. Gets blinded and taken down. We got Oko still in play. And honestly, the boy that has to really prove himself a little bit is already down. Huckster was eliminated. We have a 2 versus 2 situation now all of a sudden going. Yeah, a little bit of a camera play just to double check. And there we go. The Groka that leaves us with only one. Here comes the defuse. 1 kill and the counter. Triple kill from the Groka against Kejan. And that is the first round for a Hidden Pool, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, good job. Nicely done. That was a really good start for the Cobras as they pushed onto the site and planted the bomb quickly. Bomb plant gives them, of course, a couple of extra credits now for the next round. So that's going to go down well with them. Also, it was one last man standing, which means, yes, we saw a ton of kills, but that's, of course, money on both sides. And it seems like we're going to have another 5-man setup this time towards a similar strategy, just trying to run over them. Fancy, by the way, with a not-so-fancy plays. He's going more so for the shotgun approach. Quite literally, going for the shorty here. As they're attempting to sneak through the bathroom. Okay, it's shower time. And I think it's about time, especially Breach always smells like he hasn't showered in a while, so it's time for him to actually get a little bit of water here. Camera is already out. Here comes the smoke. They're trying to push through. There is an immediate attempt to blind them. Of course, the rotation is already happening. The retake attempt, as we have with those SMGs. Retox taking the kills against Kejan. Only a ghost in play on the other hand for him here. Yeah, there's the kill. Well done. Nilsson comes through, gets the kill. Now the rest of the team is moving in as well. A very, very quick heal from Sage, and they're going straight up for the defuse. Nicely done. Well done, but not good enough. Good attempt that we just saw to at least get the Incinerator on the ground and delay the defuse a little bit, but that was not as well timed as we probably hoped for. I mean, with Brimstone, you have a lot of stall potential. If you know if you know exactly, I mean, there's so many places on A and on B here on this map where if you actually plan in certain spots, you can within Incendiary land that perfectly on the spike and then of course delay a defuse without any problems whatsoever. If you have in addition to that also your Brimstone ult, then you can easily delay it even further or get a few kills through that. And we've seen that in multiple games in the past, of course, too. So always need to know that. Nilsson is currently holding the showers, and well, we also have on the defender side a little bit more aggression over here from Granix. If you look at the weaponry, they actually hold 2 operators right now. So you have 2 op players for the time being that are playing through this, but this third round is a super important one because oftentimes you will find that the team that won the initial 2 is outgunned here because they carry their weapons over from round 2 where they couldn't afford a full buy to round 3. That's a similar situation here. Vesworld gets actually kill number 1 in this game and is now starting to push with his team farther towards A. Yeah. Then again, operator shot is already coming out on B, no kill, and that of course means that Raze has to quickly reposition. Raze is another one of those characters who with the C4 can reposition quickly and also reach some high ground positions. that others can't that easily, so that makes her another good operator character. Jet, of course, still fantastic with that, and we see Jet a little bit more competitive ever since Riot decided that they would also increase the duration of her smokes. But bit of a reposition again. They actually expect a push on A. That's actually a bit nuts, and Granny X is all of a sudden sitting as like, boys, I think they're here. And he's not wrong, so now they need to fall back, and that's a really awkward position to retake. So with a 5 versus 4 setup and position taken, Spike is planted, and it seems like they're just gonna let this one slide. Yeah, they decide that this is a shitty spot to retake. That's an interesting one. I don't think I've ever seen a 4-man fall back before and not trying to retake a position. But since they are all funneled in, where are they gonna go? Initially, they were juked out a little bit. They really expected to go for A, so there must have been some problem with the communication. Maybe Breach saw something and expected them to commit more heavily to it. But they don't want to funnel through CT because they're just saying, like, or through spawn, because they're just saying, yeah, well, that's a choke point. If they home that down, we just have no chance there. Helps them, of course, to also save the 2 operators that they currently have. It's not like they have great weapons to retake a spot. You have 2 operators and you have 2 SMGs. There's no Vandals on their end, there's no Phantoms, so the retake potential there is a little bit weak, but they give that round up and just say, okay, take it, we save the operators, we play next round, it's fine, and they can rebuy. But again, I haven't seen moves like this in a while, so definitely not an easy decision, I would assume here. And, well, let's see. Okay, so let's go for it again when it comes to the weapons. No operator for anybody on the attacker side just yet. They have the money, but of course with all of them surviving, why would you rebuy, right? It's like... by the way... I don't know about you guys, but... yeah, now that I look at it... Granny X is down. And that's a fucking report. Look who's hitting on spawn. Honestly, that's a report right there. Yeah, we got apparently a disconnect or something. It seems like Fancy this time is out. Apparently his internet wasn't all that fancy. Nilsson comes in and gets the off kill. There's no counter just yet. It's a 4 versus 3, so they might still win it. Spike is coming over now slowly, as Huckster is coming through. And finally, yeah, now he's back. Brimstone is back all of a sudden. Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. You're a little bit too late already. You already got reported for AOFK. Your account is going to be deleted in just another second. Interesting spawn right there, by the way. A little bit of a high ground plant. But yeah, Retox gets the kill against Kejan. That's still a 3 versus 4 setup now in favor of the attackers. Especially now that Brimstone is back. But yeah, still controlling spawn position. And yeah, it's just, again, it's a similar situation to what we saw on the last map, right? On the last round. You are fully locked into that choke point and they just home down on it. Then you funneling through there is super tricky to retake. So instead, they're jumping over towards A again to see if they can maybe even get a kill here. Only 1 is remaining at B. And, well, they might get a kill. And Fancy does! He gets taken out too. But that's a 1 versus 1. Swaps around here. And goodbye. That's an op, actually. Oh, Huckster! The boy is back, ladies. Let's take a quick look at that again. Huckster comes around, gets a bit of extra information. Easy kill, of course, right here. That's yeah, there's the second one as well. Goes for the operator, tries to steal that away. 2 versus 2 now on the board. But, well, nicely done. Good job by him. And obviously now they have a double op even. Vez is taking 1, Huckster has the other, so it's time for Raze to again show a little bit of op action over here. But the last 2 rounds definitely a little bit awkward for sure. So, let's go. A bit of... actually a lot of action over here. Ult is ready, keep that in mind. Brimstone has this ult up, but he's sitting on A, so he can't really control the choke point here. Calling down the Hellfire. There's a good blind, but Fancy! With a fancy aim right here. Nicely done by him. Dexter, on the other hand, he's about to be taken out too. Yeah, needs to be careful. Surprise, motherfucker! And also... they kill 2. Huckster and Oko are both down. Well done. 24 HP is not really a whole lot. he would love for Sage to swap around and help him out a little bit. An attempt by Brimstone to hold A side. Another nice, good kill from Dexter. I like it. This time, it's lights out for him though, but he played a fantastic round so far. 2 versus 3. The attacker's definitely in a bit of trouble. 5 seconds remaining until Karen gets his heal back. He really needs it right now. He's at 33 HP. That's not a whole lot to work with. It's, by the way, one on the left, one on the right. And Retox with a double. Comes in, 2 kills. Defenders with another point on the board now. Struggling the last 2 rounds, but this time they're having none of it. They're coming in and saying, nope, not happening. This is our round. Go back home. Geh doch zu Hause. Alright, Granny Axe now. With the operator. Yeah, Raze again as the op play here for them. Not really... I mean, Kejan could get a weapon, and he does get a weapon. Huckster comes in and helps him out with it. But yeah. And talking about Huckster, let's take a little bit of a look at our boy. He was missing in the first round, so we kind of need to see what he can pull off here. As the ult up. Party time! And he gets the kill. I mean, we see a whole lot of blind, but still, he got the kill. Double C4 jump. So he goes for the double jump, full on bunny trouble. Gets the kill, still at 80 HP. Could come in here, tries and get one. Gets connected though, he's in trouble. 14 HP left. And their support is already out. No Sage on either side, both have been eliminated. Moving back for now and trying to make sure that nobody's rotating in behind them. Which in this case is actually not gonna be the case. At least not for now. But they have the spike on point. Spike is in. Dexter's controlling with the camera as much as he can, but now the camera is out and there are 2 versus 4. Good luck with that one, boys. Yeah, ain't happening. I mean, honestly, he's probably just simply gonna try and get away here. Granny X is helping him out too. It's a little weird name for Ray. She's not that old. It's not like we have Ana here. This is Overwatch. What are you talking about? This is the wrong name, for sure. Alright. It's gonna be another point for them. That's actually not that bad of an idea to hold on towards B, because we still have one of the guys over there. Yeah, that could be a kill. Yeah, Huckster! Huckster comes in, hugs the corner, and gets the kill. Nice. 3-3. Like, I don't know, guys, but I feel we have picked the right part of the bracket. The first round was already a delight, and now we're looking at the second one. And it's pretty fantastic too. Okay, so 5 versus 5 with 3 ults available for the attacker side.
This is a nice spot.
Degroka. Oh, okay. Didn't have enough to go for full buy here apparently. So we got a Bulldog for him. Nobody buying for him anything else. A little bit of breach action over here. Gotta be careful. They are trying to funnel through that. Oh! He only gets 1. I don't know if he hit all of them, but that honestly looked like a 4-man flash right there. Couldn't make it work though. Yeah, Oko sitting in the corner. 1 down. They're trading the entire time, one after another. Granny X is trying to push through now. Gets the kill against Oko. Here comes the revive. Dexter is back to business, and that puts them with 4 solidly in the lead. And they take the kill against Huckster, who was the last player standing for his team. Defenders with the win there. Still a bit amazing to me, honestly, that Breach wasn't able to get more kills, and he must have missed 1 or 2 with the blind, but it looked really for a second as if he hit all 4 of them. Then again, it isn't really the widest angle to play, so if 4 people just blindly shoot and try to hit you, you're gonna be bound to be hit by a couple of bullets, so yeah, there's that. But yeah. Bit of shower control over here from Granny X. The Roomba is out again. Okay, already double checked. Bit of information. Knows that Breach is there. Talking about Breach. Breach on the other side is now trying to hold down on B long. That's already the smoke. Nicely placed down as Brimstone is in. A little bit of a pre-fire attempt. Not really too much happening here. A is still attack 2. There's still some of them busy at the showers, especially of course Huckster. We pointed him out a bit earlier already. Nilsson trying to hold over here. Hookah also getting guarded, but there's only one moving in, or like threatening to move in. But they're starting to more and more now fall towards B. Only Huckster is still sitting on A, making a bit of noise and keeping the defenders guessing on where exactly the attackers are going to make their strike. where the Cobras are going to move to. And it seems like the Cobras are again going to go for B. And Sage is already rotating in. So Hidden Pool is doing what they can here. Flashes are coming out as the move is being made. What about Dexter over here? Dexter gets blinded. Gets the heal. Good for him. Holds toward Hookah. So be careful. Retox takes Oko down. Granny X with the kill against Huckstar. Potential retake. Nope. And one. Nearly two. Granny X, the only one standing together with Brimstone. And a bit of a teleporter play. Okay, only one man back to business. Vesworld with 12 HP. Yeah. Gets blindsided. Unfortunate. But good reaction, honestly, from Brimstone here. Heard the teleporter and immediately said, wait, boys. Could very well be that they're going to try and come through here. So he just held the angle, held the showers. That was well done. But very good control over on Belong. Really well played. They initially had only breached there. They fell back a little bit, held the position really nicely. The early rotation from Sage after they already sniffed us out a little bit. So a good job from them. Talking about breach, we have now also for Kishan, especially Vez, he has his ult ready. They have full buys available. Well, not quite full. I mean, again, they're still missing out on some of the shields, so that's a bit of a problem. Light armor on 3 of them. But they at least have, when it comes to weapons, a proper setup. Gotta be careful. We still have the showstopper in, pushing through the smoke. Behind the box. Trying to pick on the angle there. Retox gets the kill. Fire in the hole. Retox gets another. Huckstar is down. Yeah, Hidden Pool, ladies and gentlemen. They're shutting this down hard. I mean, seriously, another kill and Retox goes for the next kill. And we have only Orko remaining. And he's also taken down by Degroka. I mean, if that was Matrix, you could have seen the bullet in slow-mo. But that was pretty much a flawless victory right now for Hidden Pool. They are beasted in the second round. Holy shit. 6 points to 3. Great setup now. They had a couple of rounds. I mean, they started with a 2-0 and then they lost 2 in a row. And those were rounds where they really fell back early and just simply didn't risk anything. One of the rounds, they literally gave up B even though they still had 4 players standing. And now they are winning one round after another, forcing the Cobras again into a bit of an eco buy here. We got at least a judge for Huckstar. So, yeah, Huckstar is trying to get a couple of close quarter kills on the short distance, but still, I gotta say, this is really good defense play that we see from Hidden Pool now. Full commitment over here. Trying to take this one down. Going straight into... trying to clear the corner here, but again, by now they already know what's happening, and you can see on the minimap that Cypher rotated over. The only one that's holding on to B is actually Breach. So he can slow things down a little bit over there if need be. There's a lot of ults ready. Huckstar with a double jump crosses the gap very, very quickly and finds himself now in lamps. Could get the kill. Oh, does get one. Good damage from him against next target here. There's actually a chance that they make the play here. Vesworld is already moving back too, but there's the kill. Gets the counter. Nicely done by him. Has a little bit of weapons for himself now. 3-2-3, but he falls. Yeah, nice counter plays here. Dexter, Granny X got 2 kills. Here comes the next ult. Spike is on the ground, but the spray control towards Orko, and that's the triple for Dexter. Everybody eliminated. They can go for the easy defuse. Another round in their hands. Granted, given that it was an eco, they were able to bait a lot of stuff out. They didn't use a whole lot for themselves. As you can see, there's still 4 ultimates available for the Cobras, so that should allow them to easily take at least one more round. And yeah, this could have been a lot worse. I mean, again, if you think about it, Fancy used 1 ult, so he at least called down Brimstone's Hellfire, but outside of that, Retox with 12 kills, top fragger in this game. Now, camera control over towards Belong, which is exactly where they're gonna be headed. No operator, by the way. We're only talking about proper rifles at this point with Vandals and Phantoms as they're going in again.
Camera taken out.
Camera is immediately eliminated. Only 2 on B. Brimstone still causing for some trouble over on A. Yeah, I'm talking also. Dexter holding the corner. Breach, by the way, on the other side. So the 2 of them are currently trying to hold on to the spot as well as they can here. Orb has already been given up. They're not the only ones. Trying to see if they can push in over here. They are right above him, by the way. They're right above him. If they jump down, Nilsson has to be really careful here. He's really exposed, needs to be careful. So either they jump in front of him or they jump in behind him. But he could very well fall. Everybody is just sitting tight now. Yeah. There's the ult. He's just trying to come in. Yeah. Huckster turning around and getting 1 kill. They're banging through the box. Trying to get another 2 defenders against 3 attackers right now. Well scratched that. Last man standing over here. Dexter is the only one trying to get something done from spawn, but he's already been found and Fancy eliminates him. Easy peasy. The point on the board for the attackers. They still held on to a few of their ults. 7-4. Okay, last round in the half. Time for the fireworks, baby. We got the breach ult. And we got for the defenders the Brimstone ult. So definitely quite a lot that can happen here. When it comes to weapons, Granny now went for the operator. Yeah. And an old age, not really that agile anymore on the map. So she just want to sit tight, camp a little bit on the map and get those long distance hits in. When it comes to ults though, we could actually see the showstopper from Granny X as well. Oh my god, they are really aggressive. Holy shit. Yeah! And they get the double kill. Good job. Spike on the ground, and all of a sudden we have the Cobras in a lot of trouble. Yeah, seems like the Cobras lost their bite a bit over here. This is a rough going. The Sage is down. Sage, by the way, Sage and Cypher both had ults. But I really like it. I mean, the way that Hidden Pool plays this, they stepped it up quickly. They completely mixed up their MO, and instead of playing more so defensively on B, they just moved out with multiple agents and took the easy kills here. Definitely something that wasn't expected. There's the breach ult as they're starting to come in. Get flashed immediately. Fancy gets the kill against Nilsson though. So far so good. Huckstar also with a quick kill, and all of a sudden we're looking at a 3 versus 3. Clan come in, has to revive, and the ult from Brimstone, but not a kill for him. Fancy takes Dexter down. 3 versus 3. Again, negating the Sage ult, so to say. Need to go for the plant on the other hand. Still no spike plant. Tries to go for it again. Nobody wrapping around yet. There's smokes in the corridors behind them, and they're planting for long here. They got 1 in hookah, right, and they got 2 sitting long. So for the defenders, a little bit of an awkward spot now to push into. Well, we got Retox over here, starting to move in slowly. Yeah, the Groka as well. Still 3 defenders. Over here, where's World? Huckstar, of course, is still sitting in hookah. Huckstar jumping in. Is wallbang a little bit. Okay, they're again attempting to interrupt. Counter kill is in. Huckster at the same time. Needs to slowly move out here. Gets the C4 out. Retox gets as well. Huckster's the last man standing, and he goes down too. Granny X. But the bomb is about to explode. Yeah, that's the win. That's the win and the point on the board for the Cobras, ladies and gentlemen. That was an important round. So much easier to come back with a 7-5 than an 8-4. Hidden Pool nearly made it work, honestly. It was a super difficult position to retake, and they did a fantastic job, but they were just a little bit too late. Honestly, if they were able to, I mean, 1 more second, 2 more seconds, I don't know where exactly we were here on the timer, but that was clutch regardless. So, let's go. With this, what do we have? We got 11 kills now for Vesworld, 13 for Retox. The Groka is also looking great here. Dexter on 9. But it's time for Hidden Pool to attack. The Cobras on the defense. Alright, pistol round. Goodbye, Oko. Yep. There's the wall right away, allowing the rest of the team to rotate around. And, well, with that, in particular, what we need to look forward to is over here. Can they get something done right there? They get the kill against Granny X. So that's already a nice one. Kejan is already on the point. Plays it slow. Okay, wall is out. But we have a little bit more happening over here. There's the blind, and goodbye. Nilsson comes through with 2. And that's an easy one. They're looking great here. Kejan on the other hand. He gets eliminated too. Huckstar is the last one that is still standing. And gets easily annihilated here as well. Oh, there's a little bit of rage here on Redogs. A bit of an itchy trigger finger, that guy. But that's 8 points to 5. And the purple Cobras. Honestly, when I came into the tournament and browsed through the bracket and saw them and Absolute Legends, those were two of the teams that I definitely expected to go deep in the tournament. Then in the first round, we already had the Cobras struggling a bit. I mean, obviously for good reason. The Huckster with the power out was not really able to play with the team, so they swapped the coach in, which is obviously not quite the same. So they won the round, made it to round 2, but now it's a similar setup. Another safe round, of course, for them, as you can imagine. That's at least a shoddy that we have for Oko, so he's trying to play around that. Sits literally around the corner in the attempt to get a quick hit in. If he is able to get the close distance hit connected, that would be great. And he does! Gets one! Gets taken out, but still, every kill counts at this point. And talking about kills that count, Granny X, holy hell, that Granny is really aggressive. Yeah, another one! Coming for the triple, but Vesworld had enough of that shit. Yeah, when the captain has to do it himself, right? But, yeah, even the captain can't get that one. Okay, 9 to 5. Losing that round was more or less calculated. I mean, that's always something that you try to budget in. But now that the full buy is available, we still have a situation where I would say the Cobras have to fight back here. The problem is that our Granny already has an operator, so yeah, right there. It's getting... Again, this is a super important round. If Hidden Pool wins this one too, then Purple Cobras will have to play more of an eco round again, and they would be 5 points behind. So honestly, this is a little bit of a predetermining round when it comes to this one. Ult is also ready for Granny X, another thing to really highlight here. And they are playing this slow towards A. But I can't really not stress how crucial this round is for the Cobras. If the Cobras lose this one, they are likely to lose the next one too, because they're going to be heavily outgunned. Of course, it always depends a little bit on how this run goes. Can you maybe get a couple of kills in, steal weaponry away or something, or save a few? But here comes the move through the teleporter, and it's already 5 versus 2 over on A. Which they don't know about just yet. First one down. Huckster down. That's not off to a good start. Incinerary slows it down a little bit. Okay, there comes the hit. Again, over here on the defender side, they need the counter kill. They don't have any ults right now. And there's the ult. Nope, sorry, there's the op, and Granny X gets the kill. It's banged a little bit. Can't really do too much. It's already the plan. Try to take the iceberg down. Oh, good job. 8 hit points. Gets another quick shot connected, but that leaves only Kejan. Guys, this is an absolute disaster right now for the Cobras. They are in a world of trouble. 3-1 situation, and he is completely outgunned here. I mean, at this point, Granny X is already moving away. The only one who is staying on the point a little bit longer is Dexter and the Groka. The two of them take Sage down. That's 10 to 5 now. And as predicted earlier, there is just no money left anymore, or not enough for a full buy. So they get some money because they lost now how many rounds in a row? I think it was 3, so they're sitting at 2,900 that they get per round. But yeah, they go into slight armor and sheriffs.
This goes here.
Wow. The Cobras are in so much trouble right now. They're getting fully controlled over here by their opponent. And Hidden Pool is doing an incredible job over here. Yeah, so Granny X also has the ult ready. Okay. Careful. There's the boom bot. That could, well, lead to quite a bit of damage done here. Falls back very heavily. As we have the Cobras getting a bit more aggressive. And they get the counter kill. Kejan, on the other hand, Jesus Christ, what's happening with that bad boy? Has a weapon back in play, but he is definitely doing work over here.
Barrier created. Your duty is not over.
And goes for the revive. 4 versus 2. Holy shit. Kejan with a big boy play. Seriously, goes a bit of a jump peak. And they're trying to push that back out. But I gotta say, I didn't expect that. Kejan just going apparently full-on headshot city. Now we have proper weapons for pretty much everybody here on the defender side. Yeah, that's a good way to come back into this. Oh, Hellfire on the defender side on A. And, well, that's one. That leaves us with the off player still out over here. Yeah, Oko comes in with the Sheriff and takes him down too. Guys, that is actually a huge win for the Cobras. Not only were they heavily outgunned, but they pretty much only lost 2 players and one of them got revived. So they have all the weaponry. They even delayed the defuse so that they can pick up all the remaining weapons here. And that is an insane run for them. Thrifty victory for good reason. So in case you're not familiar with it, Thrifty is pretty much if you are able to win a round even though your opponent heavily outspend you in terms of weapons. And this was an eco round for the Cobras. Honestly, I really felt that Hidden Pool would be able to walk away with an insane lead by winning the last round as well. That would have been an 11-5, which is nearly impossible to come back from. But instead, nice the first step towards the comeback. 6-10. And now Khaldor with the op. Khaldor with the op. Pushes out quickly. He's not going to see anybody over there. Instead, we're going to have the attack towards B. Goes for the orb. And they have to retake A now. Problem is that behind them... Yeah, that's where we have one moving in. Gets one headshot. Gets the second one. Dexter with good play. He himself gets also eliminated. But that puts us still into a 3 versus 3 situation. Alright, back to business. Can he go for the op shot? Yeah, tries to. Didn't quite work out. Kejan is down. That's a problem for them. But good kill against Nilsson. Oko is able to make it happen for the team. That leaves us with only one man standing. That's Brimstone. And the spike has not been planted. Spike wasn't planted, so that's a bit of a problem. Well, it's a huge problem. It's a bit of a problem. No shit, Khaldor. Really? Yeah! Full on in the face, baby. But yeah, he is actually one of the big ones. So that was when they all moved out. So that was when the defenders moved in. But here comes again the attacking side from behind. Gets 2. Now Dexter is not able to pick up the kill. Someone sneaks in behind him. But that was an important opening for Hidden Pool. Nearly allowed them to take the round. But of course the Cobras at the end of round 16... Oh, sorry, 17 were able to take it. So now only a 3-point gap between the two teams. And in addition to that, the attackers are all of a sudden more on a budget. Ball on the budget, baby. We have them with SMGs and even just a Ghost and a Frenzy on 2 of the players. So that's a bit of an issue. Attack towards B seems to be on the agenda this time. And we have currently 2 defenders over there. Sage and Cypher.
Off your feet!
Yeah, they're coming in quickly. But also a little bit more action. Kejan, oh, good vision. Comes in. Nicely done. Boosts himself up. Tries to go for the spray control. Isn't able to quite get it done. But those were good kills. Find the hole. Khaldor survives. Wants to go for the hit. Here, Sage with the revive. 3 versus 3. Once again, every single round a highlight over here. Oko with 1, Oko with 2, and Oko with 3. Gets all of them as he moves onto the point. And, well, we have the Cobras back. They found their bite again. Yeah. 10-8. 10-8. Easy peasy. But, whew, that was a lot. That was, again, eco round for Hidden Pool, but the way this started out, this could have been a victory here, especially after we saw Sage with the revive. So it was another big one. Let's make it happen. 10-8. Full on buys. There's again with the operator. Gonna play through that once more, so we'll see what he can do here. They are actually gonna go for A, and on A short, he's gonna try and aim that down, so they have a chance to get a quick hit in. Nobody on B. Oh, double kill. Damn, Khaldor moves in like the savage he is, comes in with a rocket, and then simply moves back and is like, job done, boys. I did my part, the rest is up to you. Honestly, at this point, he could just sit in the corner and drink a cup of tea or something. But, yep, they got the kills in.
Right there.
And the spike is still on the ground, and obviously, if you're on the side of Hidden Pool, not so hidden anymore. They're a little bit like, yeah, that went well. Not. So it seems like Brimstone is going to push this out a little bit. Spike is still down, but they need a couple of kills. Gonna peek, and goodbye. Khaldor with the triple. Yeah, Khaldor coming in with the kill. We have a bit more action happening over on B as the Granny goes down as well. And yeah, this is a lost cause for the last man standing. Dexter is sitting here and is like, nope, ain't happening, baby. That could happen. Nope, not even that. They hunt him down, Dexter dead. 10-9, the comeback is there, ladies. I don't know what to tell you, but the Purple Cobras, they are crushing all of a sudden again. They had such a bad start into the second half. It was honestly incredible. They lost round after round, and they already fell behind in the first half by 2 points. So now they are closing the gap quickly and reliably with one victory after another, 10-9, and again, no full buy for Hidden Pool. They got shut down. Again! They get shut down over and over here. And this just hurts a little bit. Okay, so. Uh-oh. That could hurt a lot. They're gonna peek here. The counter kill against Huckster. Retox takes him with a frenzy, but now Oko knows exactly where they are. He's holding the corner here already. The Groker takes Fancy down, and there is, one kill, but not more than that. And Dexter is actually back on the op now. Stole it away. Kejan comes in, says, boys, do I have to do everything myself? That was an eco round. There's the kill. Westwell takes one. Kejan takes the other. 6 hit points for him. Needs to heal himself. Could go for the revive too. They're up against one. Last man standing. There's the wall. They know exactly where he has to push through. Could go for the revive here, potentially. Oh. Yeah, that got clutched. Spike is right there in vision. Oh, the revive! They take him down. Okay, the cover was out, but boy, these rounds are so fucking close. Every single time you think that a team has the massive advantage here as the opponent goes for the eco, and all of a sudden it's trades coming in quickly at the beginning of the round. Weapons get stolen away. And then we're looking at another clutch one. Towards the end, a little bit more one-sided thanks to the revive, but holy hell, that could have backfired. Now we have an AWP on both sides. The two Raze players, again with the AWP Huckster against Granny X. Seems to be the battle here. Huckster already looking to see if he can maybe get something at the corner over here. Granny, by the way, also on A. Everybody is on A, pretty much. One goes for the old AWP. Sound gets, of course, baited. Yeah, talking about Sound getting baited. Gotta be careful right here. No hit yet. But they are going for A short. And the defenders have stacked B. So there's only 2. Peeking this out. Alright, Incendiary's out. And Huckster with a cluster. Gets the boomboard out as well. Time for the Roomba, baby. Let's clean out the trash over there. That seems to be the name of the game now. Controlling showers as well. Nobody over there. Still the funnel through A short. Creating a little bit more space. Sage is slowly starting to rotate over. Needs to be careful with that, of course, too. And they are making their way over to B slowly. Not trying to push into this. And that's actually for the better. We have Westworld controlling the corner over here. Huckster with his op is also making his way over towards B. But you can tell, Hidden Pool is actually still debating. Do we go B? Do we go A? Do we fall back? There's obviously also some info coming out of Granny Axe, who's still sitting in the shower, hoping to get an easy kill as someone rotates through his line of sight. So far that hasn't happened yet, but they're also running out of time. It's 19 seconds on the clock. It's not really a lot to work with. Tries to double check up at the top, doesn't see anybody in window. There's a smoke already coming out. Controlling the corner still. Fancy gets 1, Fancy gets 2, Fancy gets 3. The Fancy hits, and West comes in with the last kill against Dexter, and the killing spree continues. One victory after another. The Purple Cobras, they got the lead all of a sudden, and that's an 11-10. Money, money, money. Familiar picture. Semi-buy for Hidden Pool. I mean, just from a psychological standpoint, I would absolutely hate to be on the attacking team right now. Because first round or first half was great, then you start into the second half, it's not really bad either. And then all of a sudden, you're just getting completely hammered. And not the good kind. So instead, it's just one crushing defeat after another. They got a few weapons that they can utilize now. But they are starting to push towards B again. Cypher is holding tight there. Not too many are rotating over from A yet. There's still 2 holding on to the side. Whereas on B, we're still seeing 3. Traps are also still up, but they are pushing through this. Alright, there's the ult, there's the commitment. Huckster gets the kill against Retox. Oh, nice cluster bomb. Good damage. Very good damage. 2 down on the attacker side. It seems to be another smack in the face against Hidden Pool. The purple Cobras, they took a bit of a beating early on in this game, and then at some point they just decided, we tried this losing shit and we don't really like it. So we decided against it. We made a collective decision that this is not really what we enjoy. Party time! Huckster with another kill. And only the spy carrier is still alive. Not by a lot, by the way. Yeah, the Groka sits in the... yeah, he just says like, boys, I got 70 hit points. What the hell am I supposed to do? He's just gonna sit tight here and it's just like, yeah, ain't happening. I'm gonna save my weapon and that's all that I can do right now. That's gonna be a 12-10 for the Cobras. And money is tight. Because they lost so many rounds in a row, there's going to be 2,900 credits for every player on the side of Hidden Pool. Now, there's a little bit of an advantage if you lose multiple rounds in a row. So, on the first round, if you lose, you get 1,900. Second round, 2,400, and then 2,900. Yeah. And Huckster, again, he's a fucking savage. Huckster is honestly moving through this and he's just like, you think you can actually save your weapon? Screw you, bro. I know exactly where you are. I'm gonna teleport on this as well and I'm gonna take you down. So Huckster is having none of this shit. I mean, I actually think I caught it, so let's take a quick look. Nah, sorry, it was a little bit too late here to catch it as an insta replay, my bad. But yeah, Huckster is just crushing it here. Okay, so, again. Not really full buy available. You see that there have been compromises that had to be made by the Hidden Pool, but this is match point. This is 1 out of 3 match points right now. Can they close that gap? They got Granny. Granny has the ult. If he's able to get a good showstopper in and get 1 or 2 kills, if someone stacks up, that would be great for them. But the first thing that happens is that Huckster gets another op kill, falls back immediately. And goodbye. Westworld kills Granny X. That was the one player with the ult, the one player with the potential to maybe bring this back here. Huckster now comes through, tries to get a kill in, slows that down even more. Westworld in the meantime is taking everybody down. That it is! The 13-10! The victory for the Cobras in round 2.